Hello YouTube, Cal Dallas Gamer here with another World of Tanks video. Now finally, I got the CS63 and I'm starting to understand why this tank was super popular in the competitive scene because this tank has amazing two modes. And these two modes, they make a huge difference of how this tank plays. But keep in mind, this tank is very vulnerable, it has no armor, but the upside is that the gun is super reliable as long as you're in the non speed mode. So what do I mean by that? There's two modes of this tank, and you could hear the sound of the engine, which kind of sounds very awesome. But this tank is very speedy. Speedy like a light tank, but it is no EBR. Keep that in mind. This tank is not meant to be a EBR or a scout tank. It is meant to be a fast moving support sniper tank, and that's why it's classified as a sniper. When you're off of that mode, of the speed mode, and when you go to normal shooting mode, the gun starts to become super accurate, almost like as if you're playing a Swedish tank destroyer. So, for those of you who plays this game, and for those of you who ever played the Swedish tank destroyer, it kind of plays like that. The other mode in the firing mode. So when you get into firing mode, you move slower, but the gun starts to become super accurate, and it is accurate enough to hit your shot reliably. And the gun itself is fantastic. It is no huge alpha damage dealer, but it is accurate. It reloads very quick, so it feels like a Patton, but in my opinion, a little bit better. And speaking of being a little better, I also unlocked the M60 Patton. No regrets. Very happy that I spent my hard-earned bonds with that. I'm still gonna buy other tanks, tier 10 bonds with it. The problem is, since I got kicked out of the clan, there's no point of me getting into maneuvers until, of course, I get enough members for the clan. Right now, we got a few, and I'm very happy about that. So I'll see, where else is this whole clan thing is going. Hopefully, I get more members. Hopefully, I could start video recording about skirmish and tier 10 and eventually maneuvers. But for now, I'm focusing on getting tier 10 tanks much as I can. The next tier 10 tanks, aside from the CS63, which I finally got it, and the M60 Patton, which I also got it. I'm thinking about getting the French heavy tier 10 tank, which it has 5 crew members. And those 5 crew members get their respective role, which it has all the roles. And I kind of find that a huge deal. But that's my opinion. I know that AMX 54 French heavy tank is not competitive, but it is good in some cases, especially Ridgeline. But anyway, back to the subject of the video, which is this lovely medium tank. This medium tank, amazing, and I could see why this tank is used in competitive because you go super fast over 70 miles, or not miles, but kilometers. And in case of you guys can't hear it in the background, I use Blazkowicz from Wolfenstein as the commander, so you could hear his voice. And me, I kind of did that on purpose because if you guys know anything about Wolfenstein, the main protagonist, Blazkowicz, he is American, but he's Polish Jewish descendant. Me personally, I have a little Jewish blood, so, and of course I'm American, so me, using Blazkowicz on this tank on a Polish medium tank is very fitting. But that's, you know, that's just my gig. Anyway, back to the subject. This tank is amazing. Now, despite the bad luck I've been having, as you can see in the background, I still managed to perform very well. I did over 2K, and I keep getting 2K. Even in losing games, I keep getting over 2K. And the reason why is because, once again, guys, the gun, absolutely amazing. It's reliable. But you have to constantly remind yourself to get into the normal firing mode and get off the speed high run speed mode, because there's two modes and you can see the icon of the engine. And once again, the engine, it makes a cool noise because I kind of like that. I like machinery. But anyway, yeah, but people has to remind themselves to get off the switch between modes depending on what you're doing. And if you're gonna shoot, go into normal firing mode. If you're gonna reposition yourself, get into the speed mode and position yourself very quick. This tank is absolutely amazing. It goes super fast. And when you start shooting, this tank has an amazing gun, amazing penetration, very reliable, and I love it. I could see now why this tank is super competitive. Well, guys, I'm gonna end it here because I feel like I ranted enough. I don't want to stretch this video too long, but I will showcase the M60 in other videos. And of course, I'm gonna showcase other video games such as Arc Raiders because I did the expedition and I've been having fun with that game. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Cal Dallas Gamer over and out.